What's up, guys? I am Chase Nolan. I'm a tattoo artist at Sunshine State Tattoo. I specialize in dot work, black work, and geometric tattoos. Pretty much anything in that whole realm. Today is my first video. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm going to be doing a leg sleeve today. So I thought it would be a great day to start the video. Let's go check it inside. So today I'm going to be going over the design process with you, the stuff that I use, how I do my stuff. But first, let me introduce some of the artists. This is my brother Tyler Nolan. As you guys may know already from YouTube, he's got a pretty awesome channel. I'll definitely plug that in so you can go check it out. This is my boy Randall over here. Awesome neo-traditional tattoos. I'll put his link at the bottom so you can check his stuff out as well.
Today we're sponsored by Don Julio. Also NASCAR in general. The whole sport sponsors me.
Alright, so for all of my designs that I do, I prefer using Geometrica. It's an app designed by Corey Ferguson. Super badass app. Kind of just helps me do anything with symmetry. There's a Mandala button right up here, which will kind of mirror all the way around. Hiya! Hiya! Don't mind Randy and my brother. They're gonna make fun of me all day. It's my first video. I mean, they kind of have to.
What you doing over here, man?
So like I was saying.
What the hell?
Oh, he's all fancy with his little gadgets and his little apps.
So if I was to draw one line, it kind of duplicates it all the way around for me. So it just really makes the process a lot easier. But there's also a part of the app where you can do like a seamless pattern, which is really awesome. And it mirrors it. That way you have a whole seamless pattern that you can turn into a pretty rad tattoo.
Fancy. These little gadget things.
But I prefer this app. It's just a lot more user-friendly than Amaziograph. It's kind of like Procreate for geometric tattoo artists. So this is really different from the mandalas that I normally do. Normally, everything that I do is dot work with a lot of negative space using your skin as part of the design. Gives it a really cool effect, a lot of contrast between the shapes. I think it just looks cleanest. But she wants a gothic mandala, so once I get something down that is, you know, that looks good, I just kind of run with it, and I'll go back through and kind of create the stencil so that it helps me tattoo it. So this will just be like my rough sketch, and then I'll go back through and clean everything up. Alright, so now I'm going to go through everything. This is pretty much my sketch of what I'm doing. I'm going to make sure that all of the spaces that I'm going to leave out are even, kind of clean up things here and there. But I really use the layers. So the layers are most important. I can turn the opacity down. That way I can get a really clean outline of everything for my stencil. I'll kind of show you guys what I mean by that. So pretty much in my head, I already have planned out how I'm going to tattoo this, but I outline everything. Even though I'm doing dot work, I'm not going to give it a dotted outline right now. I'm going to just outline it and use this for a reference of where to put my dots. And I like to do a lot of solid black to where it gives the dot work contrast. So for example, this is going to be dot work. This section right here will be solid black, and then I might put some shading to give it some depth. But I can go through, change anything that I don't like about the original design, and then kind of play around with different line weights. Sometimes I leave things open that are going to be negative space. But everything is, I just make it really simple for me to follow while I'm tattooing. So like right here is different than what I originally did, and the spacing now is off. So that you're going to have this big open space, so I can even extend this out to fill that gap and keep that same spacing all the way through. I like everything to be super like flow nicely together. I want all of this spacing to be the same. That way there's no imperfections in the design. Some of the things that I do solid black, I'll just go ahead and make it solid black. That way I know that is going to be black. I won't have any mistakes when I'm going through the tattoo process and doing my line work. It just kind of is already spelt out for me. One way that I get the spacing really clean and even, I'll take the thickness of my pen and increase it to, let's say 30 for example, and I'll go ahead, create a new layer and outline that spot like that, and then I'll go through and just outline it. That way I know it's the same exact space all the way around. Alright, so I finished up the design. Everything is exactly how I want it. I can kind of just go through and break it up for you. This would be dot work. This is going to be solid. These are going to be dot work as well. I kind of just like put a skinny line on it to show me where I'm going to tattoo. And then these spaces in between are going to be left blank. But what I'll do is I'll whip some shading with some gray wash from the bottom up, so it gives that like depth, so it kind of looks like it's behind it. And just kind of go through everything and shade it the way I want it. We're probably gonna have to do this bigger than a sheet of paper, so there's an app that I use. I'll save this to my photos, and then there's an app I use called Print to Size, which allows me to blow it up however big that I want. I'll take those pieces of paper, tape them together, and that's my stencil. That way I can get a nice big stencil for this tattoo, because it's gonna be pretty big. Let's go meet today's client, the victim of today. Alright, so this is today's victim, Julie. She is going to be getting a leg sleeve by me. I'm gonna kind of just go over what we're doing. This is our design. I'm gonna blow it up however big we need to do it. Like I said, I use the app Print to Size. Basically, this is gonna be my guidelines. So this will be dot work, that will be solid. These are gonna be dot work with that space, skin, and then I'll do some shading to give it depth. Same within here.
Okay.
This is gonna be a line with some gray wash shading. These will probably be lines with some gray wash shading as well. I might just do that one dot work.
Okay.
But that's our overall design. We'll get it sized up and slap it on you.
All right, I like it.
All right, bang. Put it in the sketch paper. I'm gonna run it through this here thermofax. All right, let's get this in. But first, let me take off this flannel because Florida is super bipolar with the weather. It was cold this morning and now it's hot. I can't wear that anymore. Perfect. That is the one right there. Now I just gotta print it again and put them together. Richard! That's a nice wiener you got there, guy.
Weenie.
Your breath stinks, dude. Damn.
That's one black weenie.
Dude, that's racist.
Sweet, now let's put this together and slap it on. Like I said, I think I'm more excited than you are.
Oh, I just tied it well. I wasn't thoroughly convinced that I wanted a whole sleeve, but I wasn't not convinced either. So
See,
I'll just
that's
start
my
with this.
job. It's my job to convince you to give me more money.
Well, that was your first question. You were like, "You're gonna let me do a sleeve?" I'm like, "Maybe."
It's usually how it starts. Once you get one, you're in the door.
I've been slowly collecting since 1990 something. So
I was born in 1990 something.
listen, I don't want to hear it, dude. I could probably be your mom.
Oh no, it's pretty big shoes to fill there.
Listen, I didn't say I want to be your mom. I said I probably could be your mom. I have 3 of my own. I'm good. Although I adopt a lot, so you know, it could be like this.
I have one of my own, but I definitely want to adopt a child.
You will. As they come along, you'll be the adopted dad. Everybody will come to you.
It's my winning personality.
Of course.
Definitely think my kid is a daddy's boy for sure. We do all the fun stuff, fishing, dirt biking,
Nice.
boating.
Listen, if you can do it.
Anchor. It's my preferred stencil solution. Keeps the stencil on really well while I'm doing the tattoo. Alright, so a few things that I use is Industry Inks, Awesome Ink, FYT needles, and the FK Irons EXO. These are my daily drivers. I don't use anything else. That's how I do every single tattoo. I'm going to be lining with a 3-round liner. I pretty much stick with a 3-round liner for all of my dot work. Other people use like a 7-round liner or a 9-round liner. I prefer the 3. It just works best for me. Alright, that wraps it up for today. It was a long day, big session, big tattoo. Can't wait to finish this one up. Still got a little bit longer. But that's about as far as I can get today. And probably as far as she can get today. Thought it was a pretty good tattoo to start this YouTube channel. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Go follow me on Instagram to keep up with all of my posts. And we'll see you at the next video.